Wilmington, North Carolina. Laney High School Gymnasium, September 1978. The smell of freshly waxed hardwood floors mixed with teenage sweat and anxiety. 32 boys stand in two lines, wearing practice jerseys, white socks pulled high, Chuck Taylor sneakers squeaking against the floor. This is tryouts. Varsity basketball tryouts, the most important 2 hours in any aspiring player's high school life. Make the team, and you're somebody. Miss the cut, and you're relegated to junior varsity. Forgotten. Invisible. Just another kid who tried and failed. Standing in the back row, trying to look confident but feeling his stomach twist into knots, is a 15-year-old sophomore. 5 feet 10 inches tall, skinny, all elbows and knees. His afro is picked out high. His practice jersey hangs loose on his thin frame. Number 23. He does not know it yet, but that number will one day be the most famous in sports history. His name is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And in about 45 minutes, he is going to experience the most devastating rejection of his young life. A rejection so painful, so crushing, that he will go home, lock himself in his bedroom, and cry. Really cry. The kind of tears that come from where dreams live and die. But that rejection will also become the spark, the fuel, the fire that transforms a skinny sophomore into the greatest basketball player who ever lived. This is that story, the story that made Michael Jordan. Coach Clifton Pop Herring stands at center court, clipboard in hand, whistle around his neck. He has been coaching at Laney High for 12 years. He has seen hundreds of kids come through these tryouts. Most of them think they are good. Most of them are wrong. His job is simple. Find the 15 best players and build a team that can compete for the conference championship. Pop Herring is old school, crew cut, stern face, does not believe in coddling kids. Basketball is a meritocracy. You are either good enough or you are not. He blows his whistle, sharp, loud. The talking stops instantly. Gentlemen, listen up. His voice carries authority. We have got 2 hours. I need to see everything. Shooting, defense, hustle, basketball IQ. Do not try to do too much. Just show me what you can do. Understood? Yes, coach. 32 voices respond. The drills begin. Layup lines first. The rhythm of basketballs bouncing. Sneakers squeaking. Shots dropping through nets. Michael is in the left line, waiting his turn. Watching the upperclassmen who played varsity last year. They look so smooth, so confident. They belong here. Michael wonders if he does. His turn comes. He takes the pass, 2 dribbles, plants his left foot, goes up for the layup. Smooth, clean, solid. He gets his rebound, passes to the next guy, jogs to the back. Coach Herring makes a mark on his clipboard. Michael cannot see what it says. Defensive slides next. The drill every player hates but every coach loves. Michael's legs burn after 90 seconds. His thighs scream. But he does not stop, does not slow down. He knows Pop Herring is watching, knows effort matters. But here is what Michael does not know yet. Pop Herring has already made most of his decisions. He is returning 12 players from last year's varsity team. That means he only has 3 spots available. 3 spots for 20 new hopefuls. The math is brutal. Shooting drills. Michael's turn. He catches the pass, sets his feet. Textbook form his older brother Larry taught him. Elbow in, follow through. The ball arcs, hits the back rim, bounces up, rolls around, and out. Miss. Michael's jaw tightens. He hates missing. One-on-one drills. This is where talent shows. Michael is matched up against Leroy Smith, a junior. 6 feet 6 inches, strong, athletic. He played JV last year, dominated. Everyone knows Leroy is making the team. Question is, who else? They played a 5. Leroy wins 5-2. Michael scores both buckets on drives. Quick first step. He might be skinny, but he is fast. Got good handles from playing against Larry in the driveway every single day. That daily competition has made Michael tough, resilient, hungry. 2 hours fly by. Scrimmages now. 5-on-5. Coach Herring watching everything. Who passes? Who is selfish? Who plays defense? Who quits when tired? Michael's team is down 8-4. He calls for the ball. Gets it on the wing. Jab step. Drive. The defender cuts him off. Michael picks up his dribble. Trapped. He should panic. Instead, he finds the open man. Perfect pass. Assist. His teammate scores. 8-6. Coach Herring makes another note. Michael cannot read his expression. The whistle blows. Final. Tryouts are over. Bring it in, Coach Herring calls. All 32 players gather at center court, breathing hard, drenched in sweat. Some look confident. Some look worried. Michael is somewhere in between. Good effort today, gentlemen. The varsity roster will be posted outside the gym Monday morning, 7 a.m. If your name is on that list, practice starts Monday afternoon. If not, you are assigned to JV. Work hard, and maybe next year you will move up. Any questions? Silence. They just want Monday to come. Want to know if they made it, or if their dreams just died. Dismissed. The weekend is torture for Michael. He cannot focus on anything. His older brother Larry knows exactly what is wrong. Larry made varsity as a sophomore. Set the precedent. Now Michael is trying to follow in those giant footsteps. You will make it, Larry tells him Saturday night. They are shooting hoops in the driveway. You think so? Michael asks. I saw you at tryouts. You were solid. Quick. Good handles. You will make it. But Sunday night, Michael cannot sleep. Keeps replaying Friday's tryouts in his mind. Every missed shot. Every defensive mistake. What if Coach Herring only saw those mistakes? What if good is not good enough? Monday morning, September dawn. Michael's alarm goes off at 6:15 a.m. He has never gotten up this early voluntarily. But today is different. Today he finds out if he is somebody or nobody. He throws on jeans and a t-shirt, does not eat breakfast, cannot. His stomach is in knots. His mom is already awake. Good luck, baby, she says, gives him a hug. Thanks, Mom. The drive to school feels like forever. His hands are shaking. He parks, walks across campus toward the gymnasium. It is 6:50 a.m. The list will not be posted for another 10 minutes, but Michael cannot wait. When he rounds the corner toward the gym entrance, his heart sinks. There is already a crowd. 20, maybe 30 kids gathered around a single piece of paper taped to the wall. The list. Some kids are celebrating, jumping, hugging. Others are walking away, heads down, dreams crushed. Michael approaches slowly. His legs feel heavy. He can hear his heartbeat in his ears. This is it. This is the moment everything changes. He pushes through the crowd, stands on his toes, scans the list. The names are in alphabetical order. Adams, Robert. Brown, Marcus. Davis, Kenneth. Freeman, Jerome. Harris, Dwayne. Michael's eyes race down the page, looking for the J's. Jordan should be right there, right after Harris, before Miller. Johnson, Christopher. King, Raymond. Lewis, Anthony. Miller, Thomas. His heart stops. He reads it again. Johnson, King, Lewis, Miller. No Jordan. No Michael Jordan. He blinks, rereads it. Maybe he missed it. He scans from the top again, slowly this time, carefully. 15 names. Michael Jordan is not one of them. But wait, there is another name he recognizes. Smith, Leroy. Leroy made it. The 6'6" junior who beat Michael in one-on-one. That makes sense. But then Michael sees another name that makes his stomach drop. A sophomore. Harvest, Leroy Smith. Not the junior. A different Smith. A sophomore. Same grade as Michael. A sophomore made varsity, just not Michael. The crowd disperses. Winners heading to class with smiles. Losers disappearing into shadows. Michael stands there alone, staring at that piece of paper, reading those 15 names over and over, hoping one of them will magically transform into his name. It does not. Somebody taps his shoulder. It is Leroy Smith, the sophomore who made it. Tough break, man. You played well. Maybe next year. Michael cannot respond, cannot speak. He just nods. Leroy walks away. Michael turns, walks down the hallway. Not to class, not to his locker, just walks. He finds an empty stairwell, sits down on the concrete steps, alone. And then it hits him. The full weight of it. The rejection, the humiliation, the failure. He is not good enough. Coach Herring looked at him and decided he was not good enough. A different sophomore made it, but Michael did not. Larry made varsity as a sophomore. Michael could not. The tears come before he can stop them. Hot, angry, painful. He buries his face in his hands and cries. Really cries. The kind of crying you do when something you wanted desperately gets ripped away. Michael Jordan, the future 6-time NBA champion, the future 5-time MVP, the future greatest basketball player in history, sits alone in a high school stairwell and sobs because a coach told him he was not good enough. School is a blur. Michael goes through the motions, sits in classes but hears nothing, eats lunch alone. When the final bell rings, he goes straight home, to his bedroom, closes the door. His mom knocks an hour later. Michael, you okay, baby? Yeah, Mom, just tired. She knows he is lying. Mothers always know. But she also knows he needs space. Larry comes home from varsity practice that evening, finds Michael lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. Heard about the list, Larry says quietly. I am sorry, man. Michael does not respond. You know this does not mean anything, right? It is just high school. You will grow. You will get better. I am the same age as the kid who made it, Michael says. His voice is flat, empty. Larry does not know what to say to that. Another sophomore made varsity. Why him and not Michael? Coach Herring made a mistake, Larry finally says. He is the coach. He knows better than me. Then prove him wrong. Michael sits up, looks at his brother. What? Prove him wrong. Make JV this year. Work harder than everyone. Get better. Make varsity next year and be so good he regrets not picking you today. Something shifts in Michael's eyes. The sadness is still there, but there is something else now. Something harder, angrier, more determined. Yeah, Michael says quietly. Yeah. That night, Michael makes a decision, a promise to himself. Coach Clifton Pop Herring thinks he is not good enough. Fine. Michael will show him what not good enough looks like when it refuses to quit. The JV season starts. Michael attacks every practice like it is the NBA Finals. Arrives early. Stays late. Shoots until his arms are numb. Runs defensive drills until his legs give out. Everyone notices. Michael dominates JV games. Scores 20, 25, 30 points. Not because he is selfish, because he is that much better than everyone else. And every single night, when varsity finishes practice, Michael stays on the court, shooting, working, improving. Sometimes, through the gym windows, he sees Coach Herring watching him. Their eyes meet. Neither says anything, but the message is clear. You made a mistake. I am going to make sure you never forget it. That summer, Michael grows. Not just as a player. Physically, he shoots up 4 inches, goes from 5'10" to 6'2". Suddenly, he is not the small guard anymore. He has size, length, and he has been working on his game so obsessively that his skills have caught up to his new body. Junior year tryouts. Michael walks into that same gymnasium, same court, same Coach Herring. But everything is different now. Michael is different, taller, stronger, better, and absolutely certain he belongs here. The tryouts are barely a formality. Michael dominates every drill, every scrimmage, makes everyone around him look ordinary. Coach Herring watches with an expression Michael cannot quite read. Pride? Regret? Both? The varsity list goes up. Michael Jordan's name is at the top. That season, Michael averages 25 points per game, leads Laney High School to the conference championship. College scouts start showing up. Letters arrive from universities: North Carolina, Duke, UCLA. Everyone wants this kid who was cut from varsity as a sophomore. Senior year, Michael is unstoppable. Averages 30 points, makes All-State, gets recruited by Dean Smith at University of North Carolina. In March of 1982, Michael will hit the game-winning shot in the NCAA championship game as a freshman, launch a career that will change basketball forever. But it all started here, in that moment of rejection, that moment when Coach Herring posted a list and Michael Jordan's name was not on it. Years later, after Michael has won 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls, after he has been named MVP 5 times, after he has become a global icon, a reporter asks him what drives him. Where does that competitive fire come from? Michael's answer is simple, direct, honest. I was cut from my high school varsity team as a sophomore. That feeling, that rejection, that pain, I never forgot it. Every time I step on a court, I am still proving that coach wrong. The reporter follows up. Do you hold it against him? Against Coach Herring? Michael pauses, thinks about it. No. Actually, I am grateful. He gave me something to prove. He showed me that other people's opinions do not define you. Your response defines you. He did not believe in me, so I had to believe in myself. And that belief, that self-reliance, that refusal to accept someone else's judgment, that is what made me who I am. In 1994, Michael returns to Wilmington, North Carolina for a charity event. Laney High School honors him, retires his number 23 jersey, puts his name on the gymnasium wall. Coach Clifton "Pop" Herring is there, retired now, older, but he attends the ceremony, sits in the front row, watches as they unveil the banner. Michael Jordan, number 23. After the ceremony, they speak privately. First time in years. Coach Herring. Michael extends his hand. Michael. They shake. I suppose you are waiting for an apology. Michael smiles. No, Coach. I am here to say thank you. Herring looks confused. You cut me, and that cut made me. Made me work harder than I ever would have if you had just handed me a spot. Made me prove myself. Made me who I am. So thank you. Coach Herring's eyes water slightly. You would have been great anyway. Maybe, but I would not have been this hungry. They talk for a few minutes. About basketball, about life, about what it takes to turn pain into fuel. When they part ways, there is no animosity, no bitterness, just mutual respect between two men who played their parts in creating a legend. As Michael drives away from Laney High School that day, he thinks about that 15-year-old kid crying in the stairwell, that heartbroken sophomore who thought his world was ending because his name was not on a list. He wishes he could go back and tell that kid, this is the best thing that could have happened to you. This rejection is a gift. This pain is fuel. Use it. Let it drive you. Let it push you to heights you cannot even imagine yet. Because one day, you will be the greatest. And it will be because of this moment, not in spite of it. Wilmington, North Carolina, Laney High School, September 1978. A coach posts a list. A 15-year-old boy's name is not on it. And in that moment of crushing rejection, the greatest basketball player in history is born. Not because he made the team, because he did not. Not because someone believed in him, because someone did not. Not because success came easy, because it came hard. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school varsity team, and thank God he was, because the world needed to see what happens when you tell someone they are not good enough, and they refuse to believe you. When rejection becomes fuel, when pain becomes power, when a 15-year-old kid crying in a stairwell decides that someone else's no will become his yes. That is the real story. Not the 6 championships, not the MVP awards, not the Hall of Fame induction. The real story is the moment before all of that. The moment when Michael Jordan had every reason to quit, and did not. The moment when a coach made a decision, and a legend made a promise. The moment when being cut became the cut that shaped greatness. Coach Herring passed away in 2006. At his funeral, Michael Jordan sent flowers. The card read, "Thank you for making me prove you wrong. You gave me the greatest gift. You showed me I was strong enough to survive rejection. Rest in peace, Coach." To this day, Michael still remembers every name on that list. All 15 players who made varsity in 1978. He remembers where he stood when he read it, how the hallway smelled, the sound of other kids celebrating while his world crumbled. And he is grateful for every second of that pain, because that is what made Michael Jordan. Not talent, not genetics, not luck. Pain, rejection. The refusal to accept someone else's judgment as final. That is the lesson. That is the story. That is why a 15-year-old kid crying in a stairwell became the greatest of all time. He was cut, so he became uncuttable.